What's going on, guys? Pro here at VIP Outdoors, and today we are going over how to make your very own custom 3.5 spinner. The things that you're going to need to do so are the following. Let me dig through my pile here, but for the 3.5 spinner in particular, you will need a 3-inch or 3.5-inch pre-looped wire. You will need ball bearing swivels. You will need a metal number 2, number 3, or number 4 clevis. I prefer the number 2. You will need, what else do you need here? Oh, you obviously need your good old-fashioned VIP spinner blades here. Beads. I personally use 5 to 6 millimeter beads on my spinner bodies. You could use different sizes if you want. Those are pretty consistent for me. They give the overall spinner a good profile. That's what I like there. And then you got to make the choice. Do I want to go with the hoochie? Do I want to put a tencel under the hoochie? Regardless, we're going to show you how to put that together. Pre-cut tubing and some good old-fashioned treble hooks here. So guys, when putting together a 3.5 spinner, there's a couple things to keep in mind, like we were talking about. We already went over the components. Let's start with a 3.5 Colorado spinner with just a basic bead body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3-inch stainless steel looped wire. This one in particular is an 031 wire. I don't think you need to go any heavier than that. I used to use 035, but the hooks are always going to wear out before your actual wire does. Then you take this clevis, which is a number 2, wrap it through the eye, and then take your looped wire, and the pointed side goes down the top of the blade, comes out the bottom of the blade, and you let it hang just like such. Take a ball bearing, thread a ball bearing on there, and then I'm going to go with 2 beads in particular. So I'm going to go with red on this guy, so red and red, and then I'm going to go with a red tubing, just because it was right in front of me. So now we have our body and our blade of a 3.5 Colorado spinner. Pretty easy, right? So I'm going to put that aside for the time being, and now I'm going to show you how we build a 3.5 Cascade spinner with a hoochie. For the 3.5 hoochie, I make sure I go to a little bit longer wire, which this is a 3.5-inch wire, pre-looped again. One of our 3.5 Cascade blades. Same exact threading process in that we go from the top to the bottom, go with the metallic bead, bearing bead. I'm gonna go with the red bead on that, and then I'm gonna put this transparent gold star squid on here. Put that guy on there, and then for this one, I'm gonna give us some extra flash and put some tencel skirts on there. Tencel skirt goes right underneath there. Let me back up a little bit. If you take a look at this tencel skirt, it has a squared edge, which is just a tube basically. When that tube inserts inside the body, it's gonna get a rough edge, so therefore potentially rip out that hoochie prematurely. Take a 5 millimeter bead and stuff it underneath the hoochie. That way when the fish bites it, get in there. Fish bites it, the head of the hoochie has some support under there and doesn't get ripped off as easily. Now I'm going to thread the tencel on there, just like such. Go with my tubing. I'll go with the red again just because it's right in front of me. And you have your spinner body. Now I want you to take a look here. Look how much wire is exposed on both of these. You need that 1/2 inch of wire exposure to be able to twist them up. Go over the twist tech real quick. So you have a turning handle here. You have another turning handle here. This little arm, I'm gonna call this an arm, and these posts, and then this right here is gonna be my arm, and this die has a groove in it. It actually has 2 grooves in it. one that comes straight down over the top, and then one that comes out at a 45-degree angle there. So let's go over how to twist these spinners. What I do is I take this twist tech, I point the handle directly towards me, I insert the tag end of the spinner in between those two posts, and I give the tubing a little scrunch, if you will. Not too far. Depending on how long you want to make your spinner, give it scrunch, don't give it scrunch. Put it in there. In this arm right here, there's a groove that's going to catch your wire. Because of the tension created by that arm between the two posts, your spinner will stay there. If it doesn't stay there, readjust it to where it does. Now I take this handle and I twist it all the way to where I get either 45, or you could even twist it to where it's flush with this bar right here. I don't ever go past that. Untwist it. Now what you've done is you've created a loop on the bottom end. I'm now going to take one of my Gamakatsu hooks, simply thread the hook on there like such, pull the wire back. Now this post right here, the loop that you created in your wire simply sits over the top of that post. When it sits over there, the eye of the hook, the top of the eye, sits in this back groove of that arm. So you set it over there. The main shaft of the wire goes down on the top of the die, and your tag end comes out the 45 facing towards you. You have to apply pressure this way and or pull this direction, whichever you choose, as you're spinning or twisting, excuse me. You will hear that pop. Once you hear that pop, take the arm to the top, retract it, lift up, your spinner comes out, and then you simply slide the tubing down over your hook. Just like so. And we have all of our tubing pre-cut to fit perfectly to where it covers all of the loops created, all the twists created, and lines out your spinner perfectly. So that's how we do a regular 3.5 spinner here at VIP Outdoors. Let's talk about our hoochie spinner. This could get a little tricky because you got a lot of components that want to come jumping off here for you. But you twist it the same exact way. Pull that back, install your tag end between the posts, catch it with the arm, spin it, taking the handle no further than this post here, unspin it, release it, take your Gamakatsu hook, put it on there, pull that back, take your loop over the arm. Again, your main shaft comes down straight on the top, tag end is in the groove facing you, apply pressure, twist away, retract, and slide your tubing down over your hook. So there you have it, guys. That's how we make a 3.5 spinner here at VIP Outdoors. The very cool part about this, like I said at the beginning, was creativity. You could do whatever you want. If you want to put a hoochie on here, put a hoochie on here. You want to put a hoochie tensile? Use hoochie tensile. Just tensile, put it on the Colorado blade. There are so many different variations you can do. All of those components we showed you, we have on the website, are available for you guys to purchase. So let the creativity go wild, man. Do our spinners catch fish straight off the shelf? Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. You guys have proven that day in and day out. But this is just fun. More than anything, that's all it is fun. Nothing more, nothing less, just straight out fun. Good thing to do with your kids. Good thing to just let your imagination, flex that imagination muscle, if you will. I don't think we do that often enough anymore, but have some fun with it, guys. Anyways, let's see some of those creations. If you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments. You want to do the like, follow, all that crap, go ahead and do that also. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Hope it helps.